Good morning. Hopefully we're up and working. OBS gave me an error before I started, but I think we're good now. Let's see. What does YouTube say? YouTube says we are running and that there's an error on another one, but that's fine. Can I delete that one? Delete forever. Yes. And now it says we are live. Let's see. Yep. Okay, cool. Live now. Sorry about that. So, underground temple cave system, perhaps one of the most overused tropes in sci-fi today, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't do it, right? Right. um, I don't have a strong idea what I'm doing with this one, to be fair. I almost didn't do this just because I don't know that I'm ready for any kind of a final. So we're gonna be playing and we'll see if we get something cool or not. Um, yeah, so that's our, there's my, you know, warning, whatever. Um, all right, let's put a person for scale. Julio. Hello, Julio. And we're going to come to Julio. And we're going to delete, and delete, 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 and then delete and delete, and then delete. Cool. Base Julio. All right, so what do we want to do here? We're going to put it in this cave, but I'm going to build the cave, I think, at the end. We want it to feel alien, whatever that means. Yesterday we made the entrance and you couldn't see much to it, but there were the like insectoid creatures. So for lack of a better thing, let's start with a cylinder and let's give it 6 sides. So we're going to go with the hex pattern versus square for our pyramid, I think. Now, tab A, G, Z1, bring it up. So that's 2 meters high for our base. Let's go with 4. Let's make it 2 and S Shift Z and make it bigger. Excuse me. So there's our person, and that's the size of our base level of our temple. 4 meters? Yeah, sure. Okay. So then, do we just do a pyramid? I mean, that's the easy shape to start with, right? Yeah, sure. Let's start with that. So let's inset 4 meters. Inset, first control A rotation scale. Now we can get it right. I4. So that's, if we go by that and then E4, give us that. And then I4 and then E4. That gives us a 3-level pyramid at that ratio. And that's acceptable. Doesn't have to be huge, and it could obviously go underneath the ground too. And we can do more to it than this. So let's see. Okay. So that's then take this, Control R. I'm trying to do this as much as possible all at the same time. Okay. Yeah. And now let's select these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we should have all of those faces select or vertices selected. I can count. Circle. Make it bigger. but I want to change our segments to 6 again. So we're looking at hexes. And our radius, yeah, 2/3 of a meter. Let's go with 0.5. All right. And now 3E3. Okay. And now Control R. So each of those should be a meter. It's just an easy way to deal with it. And 3. And then the same thing here. Control R3. Okay. Now 3. Select this and this. And Alt-E on normals. Till we get some overhang there. Something like that. Cool. All right. Yeah, and Hotkey Helper gets in my way. I'm sorry. I'm just doing normal things and I don't like seeing it. It just distracts me. So it's not a tutorial, it's a live stream. But if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. But this isn't really how to replicate exactly what I'm doing so much as the process. So what vertex poking through? I think that's the camera you're seeing poking through. That's just the camera. That's just, yeah, that's just the original camera spot. There it is. All right, let's see. And hey, Micah. Yeah, so like I said, I don't have a huge idea what I'm doing with this. We're just going to see if we can make something cool out of this. That's sort of my starting point. And let's take it up again. So inset 2 and then E2. So it's a half on the top. Yeah, okay. Just keeps that going. Yeah. I guess it's not a pyramid. I don't know what you call a hexagon pyramid. You know, be a pyramid, have to have 4 sides, but yeah. A ziggurat? It might be a ziggurat. Yeah, it's good to see you. Okay. We need to do some fun things with it now too. I mean, obviously, but I don't entirely know what those are going to be yet. This is honest to God real concept arting in the sense that I have no idea when I'm starting this one. I didn't do any kind of prep and I don't really have a strong vision, to be frank. Did I select the wrong edges? I did. Damn it. Back up. Let's undo some things. No, it's the center. So why does it? Oh, I guess when I extended it out, it's no longer the center, is it? So we could. Ooh, yes, yes. Let's undo all this then. Go back out. We're gonna do it all again, but I think this is better. These ones we're gonna do first. 2, Control R3, and Control R3. And 1 Q circle. We're gonna raise it 0.5 again. Okay. And now this time 3E3. We did want to do that, yes. But now if we take this loop, not those things, just that loop. So normals and 3. Good. Cool. Now let's do this one. Q circle 3E3. And then take this one, E, no, not E, Alt E 3. No, I'm getting bigger. Alt E normals. Well, that's fine. Yeah, that's better. There we go. I like that better. Gives us a bit more room. And yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen either. Let's do one more time now that we can. 1, Q, circle, 3, E3, E4, 3, and I'm just going to eyeball it again. Cool. I like that better. And it gives another layer out of it too. Let's see. We gotta continue at 4. Sure. Yeah, I do like that. And then halfway along this one. 1 Q circle 3 3. It does get a little bit smaller. Do I like it? No, I think we'll leave those off for this one. But we will maybe bring it out without a pillar on that one. Yeah. E3. No. I2, E3. There we go. Okay. So technically that one maybe should go in, but I think it's okay. I mean, and again, doesn't super matter. This is now going to be a larger structure anyway, which is cool. So we can keep it terrestrial, for lack of a better word. So we need to think a little bit about our aliens. What do they build with? Do they build using the same kind of technologies that we have today, in which case we would expect to see cut rock, cement, stone, metal, that kind of thing? Are they extruding it out of their butts like chitin from a bug? That's going to look different, right? Also been done. But all of this has been done, so there's no real. Because we could change a number of things. Like we could make it more fractal, like some of the stuff I was doing prior to my live streams over on Mastodon. We could just make it landscapey. Well, let's try a few things and see what we get. So first off, let's save. New 230706 1 live stream temple. And I'm going to make a duplicate of it and hide it just so in case we want to come back to it and I don't mess things up entirely. So the first thing we could do is we could erode it. Keep it kind of normal and erode it. And give it kind of a stone look. It's actually not awful. I like what it's doing with the pillars. Maybe if we increase the resolution by 1. 1 is all right. 5. that gives it that look. Which I don't hate. We need to put some stairs and entrance doors and shit in here first. I'm just sort of checking some ideas. So that is one thing, and I do not hate it. We can certainly play with it more. Let's get rid of it though. All right. And let's append. There's terrain generator, Lucky Desert, node tree. There we go. Yeah, so to say from before, the other reason I don't turn my keys on is that I'm using a whole bunch of add-ons, plugins, and stuff, and it's all very second nature to my hands. But like I'm using things that aren't in default Blender, and I'm not gonna stop and explain every different thing I'm using. So this is if we make it more rock-like, like natural. I mean, we can tweak this as well, but which do we prefer? This feels less like a structure and more like it was, again, built into the cave system itself. And I think because of that, maybe we won't do it because I want to differentiate it from the cave so we can see something cool. So maybe I'm answering my own question and we're not going to do that. Yeah, I am. Okay. So let's edit. Now, what else could we do that would be neat? Yes, that would be cool. Okay. Control R goes just to there. Control R. Why does that one not want to work? Did I do something weird with it? Probably did. I want to split it. Control R. Can I do each one? Control R. No. AM distance. Tab. Control R. And Control R. No. Fine. I just want to do it one time though. Let's see what it does on this one. Control R. That one gives it pretty good. Oh, I know how we can do it. And Control R. That'll be easier. Okay. I just want to split all of these faces if I can. And there may be a better way to do this than I'm doing it, but because I'm kind of working on the fly, I'm not entirely sure. 7. One more. R. Okay. Now, and Control R. Let's see if this will work. KC. Does it go straight? No. KCX. Does give us some, but not all the way. KCX. Why is that not straight? What the heck is it doing? That thinks that should be 1. That's bizarre. Oh no, that's weird. Okay. Okay. There we go. That should do it, right? Yeah. KX. Yeah. And KZ. And just K, right? So I can connect them all. It is a bit tedious. I guess I only need to do 3 because then I can mirror it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that one's there, that one's there. Now, okay. Yeah, okay. We will brute force these knife cuts. Okay. That one's better, that one wasn't too bad. Okay, we brute forced that knife cut. Now let's see, can we do this one? Oh, this one's gonna be a pain in it. So let's see, can we do? Let's see. Let's apply it just so I can see for reals what I've got. Okay, those are there, those are there. Ah, and now I can do Alt X there. I think that gives me all of them. Woohoo, it does. Right, okay. A lot of build up there, sorry. Select, 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 select. So I got all of those selected now, right? Yeah, we do. Okay. And Control B. Let's take it to 0.75 just to be even. And then Alt E, this is along normals. Bring it in slightly, like that. Liking it more already. Did I not? Oh, I didn't grab one. Oh, damn it. I grab that one too. Okay, now Control B. 0.5. Oh no, that one doesn't go all the way to the top. What? No, it does not. That's why. Okay. Okay. Oh, I think it's made barf it anyway, so let's just see. Yeah, I think this is going to barf it anyway when we try to select it, because Control B. Yeah, we get weirdness, don't we? Fine, we won't do the top face. I shall turn off the top face. And I don't want to do that face. So I want to do this face, this face, this face, this face, and this face, right? I don't have, see, and turn off those. So we go up to there, or all 6 of those, right? Yep, okay. Control B, bevel. Yes, okay, finally. 0.5. I'm getting there, I swear. Along normals and bring it in. Okay, I do dig on that. I think that's cool. And then we can select this whole 3, Shift G, coplanar, GZ, up, and scale it. Ooh, that's neat, but no, don't actually want to do that. Let's do this. E, GZ. Cool, but before we do it, let's X, dissolve, vertice, yes. 3, face, poke faces. Now we got all those lines in there the way we wanted them. Bring it up. And now we have our channels kind of by default along there. Yep, cool. Okay. Now, do we have a front of this thing? Right now it is completely hexagonally symmetrical. Do we want to give it, we can continue to do that, I suppose. Yeah, we'll continue to do that for right now. And if we're going to do it, let's just mirror it, and that'll make our lives easier. Because now we can come in here, Control R. Sure. And then Control R, Control R, Control R, and Control R. Is that going to give us, that'll mirror that to that? That should give us all of them, right? Yep. Yeah, we got our full quadrant. And now I can just select this. And Alt-E. And yeah, cool. Gives us everywhere, right? Cool. All right. This modeling would definitely be better if I knew what I was trying to get to. As witnessed by, we're not going to do that yet. And sure. I want to get a lip, just a little bit more of a lip, just for interest. So 2 SZ0. I'll go the other way. SZ0. I brought it up. I don't want to bring it up. I want to bring it down. And I don't remember the exact key for that. KZ. So we'll do it this way. KZ. 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 No. KZ. KZ. Okay, there we go. Now we can select 3, that, that, got that, shift that, that, shift that. And there. No, shift, not control. Okay, so we got our anything now. Alt-E, normal. Now I can bring those out a bit. I think that'll help what I'm trying to get. Cool. Now we can do. Okay, Alt-E, normals, and take it in. All right, now it's getting kind of cool. In the words of, South Park, okay. Now, I kind of want, what I'm thinking is putting waterfalls coming down here. since this is a watery environment. That could be kind of neat. I think we're going to want to make the building eroded first if we're doing it that way. And I don't think we're going to put more doors on the outside, although we could put a bit more bling just for interest. Gives an edge loop there, an edge loop there, an edge loop there, and an edge loop there. And if we take the tops of all of those, yep, 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 and Alt-E normals. And we've got those center parts, which we want to get rid of. Wait, which we can't do just that yet. So, okay, one, let's just do the smart. We're mirroring this way. So like this one, this one, this one, and this one. Is that enough? Nope, those are not our ones. Which are, inward, fuck it. I don't remember which way I mirrored it. Select them. There we go. Alt-E. Something like that. Yeah. Sure. Easiest is to do it this way, though. Since I am not organized. It also gives me a chance to think. Sometimes you move too fast. I don't know what I'm doing next anyway, so this is kind of letting my subconscious have a chance to be like, all right. Being massively efficient is not always what you want. Hey, it may be garbage. We'll see. That's the thing about concept art too, right? You got to be willing to make garbage because it does happen. Something like that, just to get interest. Let's see. If I go to individual origins and SZ, bring it in like that. It's kind of cool. It is very sort of pagoda looking, but all of these things are kind of like it would be hard to avoid that. Down. I like that. Kind of a rooftop thing, and it would allow for the water to flow down too, which is neat. We didn't do it on the base level, which is a decision. And when you make decisions, you got to think about why. And we may or may not worry about it right now. And let's do it again. I'm just going to grab these faces. Not the exact thing again, but we're going to do something with these things again. And I wish I remembered which ones there were. I probably should have just spent the time to do it again, but oh well. Just want to create some shape language that'll look neat. And we're not going to have a lot of chance to use cool textures like sci-fi textures to add paneling and stuff. So we're going to need to do it more in the modeling than in the texturing. Individuals, yeah. There we go. And Alt-E, bring it up. And then again, scale individuals and in. Sure. Why not? Okay. And then look at our bug people. Control A. Let's apply it. Now let's save again. It's been a while. And let's see what happens if we erode. It bombs. Let's see if I can just geometry node and erode it. Do it that way. Meh. And that's looking pretty cool, even just as a, like, I kind of dig on how organic it looks now. Having said that, I do really dig on that. Let's just see, let's play with it, take it up to 5, see if it'll make it more building-like. Yeah, it gets a lot more building-like, but I think I like it less. I think I'm gonna keep it at 1. And let's see, he had a bevel modifier in front of it. Let's just see what happens if we put that back. Would give us more of a sharpness to it. I don't really notice any difference. But I like that. That feels cool. And I think we can still do our waterfall down those 6 sides. And I think that'll work. Now, how we want to do that? We're going to save. And I think we're going to apply this just so it's, well, it's not heavy yet, so it's not hurting us, so we'll keep it off now. We can go grab a waterfall from Aquatic. That might be our easiest thing. Stream downward. That's what we're looking for. Make editable. Okay. And let's take it GX. And let's just see what we got. Excuse me. Cool. All right. Let's see what it looks like in just Eevee, gross Eevee. Sure. Okay. I think we can use this. So let's SX even a little more. RZ90. And let's take it up to our top. And I'm gonna have to figure out a way to mess with it here. But we can do that. All right. And 1, 3, 9. So it's 1, 9. Okay. Where are we at? There it is. So let's see if we can just edit this thing now. Control R. Add an edge loop there. And GX. Bring that over. And now 7. No. Solo the sucker. Where are we at? There we are. GZ. And E, Shift Y. Yes, that will work. E, Shift Y. I'm just locking my Y axis so I don't shift it out. So I'm just coming down, but I don't want to worry about it moving. So this is just an easy way to do that. It's mostly coming straight down. That's good enough. E shift Y. And E shift E shift Y. E shift Y. E shift Y. E shift Y. GZ. Take it down below ground. Okay. I think that'll give us what we want, right? So now we should, because this whole thing is symmetrical, be able to Alt-D, and I want to rotate around the 3D cursor. R, Control. So, looks good, right? Does that slip into the side on this one? Did I move it to the side? Oh, you bastard, I did. 3, 9. Yes, I did. All right, fine. See? No, just this one, this one, this one, this one, GY. There we go. That was accidental. Alt-D, R, hold Control. Looks good. And now I should take that and mirror it, and then mirror it again that way, and this, and mirror it. We should have waterfalls all the way down. Woohoo! So let's make sure our waterfall still looks right though. UV editing. L. Yep, it's gonna just fall. It should stretch, I think. Let's just see, 8. And I'm gonna make my sky darker just so I can see what the heck I'm doing. I think it should be okay. I hope. We'll find out. If not, we can use it as a base to fix it later. So, okay. 43 minutes. Not bad. So, materials. Now, let's see. I know what my cave is going to be, but it's not going to be, I don't want it to be the same as the cave because I want it to stand out a little bit. Even though I know that makes 0 sense that they would haul in stone from somewhere else. Like realistically, this would have been carved out of the floor of the cave. But let's try it something different. And if we hate it, we'll change it. And we have a material now. And it's going to need to be UV'd. Right? Yes, it is. Okay, so let's apply our geometry node. So tab A, U, cube projection. And now I should be able to give it a material. Yep, and there's the water. It's looking pretty good. Definitely feels like a stream coming down. I'm all right with that. It's like a giant fountain more than a temple from what we can see of it, but that's okay. There's nothing really particularly wrong with that either. Okay, let's build ourselves a cave of some kind now. And I think the best way to do that, Shift A is with a plane. Scale it up to our floor is going to be about that big. Yes, that is how big our floor is going to be. Okay, GY, let's bring that forward. So this is more the back of the cave. Now, let us just build it. E, 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 F, F, and let's Control R, give us an edge loop, and E, actually, just grab all these. E, scale, GZ, E, okay, and let's bring it around. There we go. I'm just kind of making something, and I don't want it to feel even. So I'm deliberately trying to make it a little bit off. And then continue to F that. Okay. And then F, fill that. And then fill that. And E, F, fill that. And let's see, G, move it a bit. And let us see, how do we want to finish it? If we want to finish it, F, and then, no, F, no, too much. Let's just say this, 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 F, and 2G. All right, it's ugly, and I kind of like it. Save. And the only thing I do want to do, I think, is bring that more this way, so I can 3 inset 2G, GX, GX, 2 or 1. Let's grab those. Control Shift B to bevel the vertices. And GX, bring it more so it's centered a little bit more on our temple. 3. I scale. There we go. Select outer. E, take it down. Get a bit of a moat. And we're still okay. Overlap jumps out a little bit, does it? It's we're way below, right? Ah, come here. Okay, 3. This is 0. There we go. Scale. GY. That's, yeah. GY, bring the whole thing forward. Did I turn off aquatic by accident? Guess I did. Okay. Cool. Save. Now we should, because we already brought it in, we should be able to add modifier, geometry nodes, terrain. Ah! I knew it was going to be a nightmare. That's better. I mean, there's kind of a terrain, like a thing. I don't know if I want to sink down quite so much like that, though. Or if I do, to bring that down more. Liking that. I think our cliff thing is a little too extreme, though. So let's exit and go to geometry nodes. And let's take our cliff strength down to also, well, also 3. Or scale up to, or down, right? Yeah. Let's see if that's good. Let's look first. Let's see. 0.1. There we go. Make it a little less bumpy. Because now we are going to need to seven. Why am I not got them all? Control J. No. Okay, fine. We'll do it that way just to make my life easier. And Y. There we go. Because now I can tab it to and E Shift Y. Bring it along there. E. No. E Shift Y. E Z. Okay, takes it like that. It has to go down into our hole. Down to hole, push a button. Dot. GZ. Yeah, let's see. 7. I'm gonna solo it. E. Good. I can unsolo and bring it back up again. Oh, it's pretty good actually. GC. Down. We might need to tweak it a bit, but I think that'll be okay. Q. Add modifier, solidify. Take it in. There you go. Okay. Let's save it and see where we're at. It's dark, which kind of makes sense given that we're underground. So we can choose to do a couple of things. I think maybe what I'll choose to do is come up to this thing here. Let's turn off the GeoNodes just for right now so we can see what we're looking at. And poke faces. 1Q circle. Let's go with 32. Turn back off that again. And then E. Up a whole bunch. Then X face. And turn back on. Now we have a fairly, and by fairly I mean highly, unrealistic tunnel fallen down. And we can take one of these, Shift D, GZ, turn off hops on it, tab, L, X, faces. Good, yep, 7. Now A, S, Y, 0. No, SX, 0. Perfect. Got somewhat, oh, because it goes up. B, GZ, SX, 0. Okay. And now come back in, turn things on, GZ, Alt D, RZ90. There we go, now we have it. We got a waterfall no matter how we look at it. Set it like that. Now we can take a big ol' light. Shift A, light, spot. Let's do a spot. Bring it up. And we're gonna crank its power to like 100,000. It's still probably not gonna be enough. And let's change our light all the way to or pretty close to black now. Yeah, 100,000 is still not enough. And another 0. And that's too much. But that's kind of the vibe we're looking for. GY, bring it forward. Rotate it slightly. Whoa, okay. Let's set our camera angle too. And I know we're nowhere near ready. I'm just getting something set up. So I have something. Okay, and photographer, camera, clip end, 500, give me the whole cave, yes. And Alexa, 65. Lens, anamorph, resolution, wide. Okay, so what we're seeing, no, it looks good. Like we're fitting in, aren't we? Yeah, we're fitting in. there is our cave. Is that bending? It shouldn't be bending, but it looks like it is bending. Tab, GX, GY. That's better. Okay. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. I like it. 0. Okay, but I think our light is not correct yet. Oh, and incidentally, obviously, yeah, this does look like it is a constructed cave, and that's fine. So we're not saying this was necessarily a found space, although we may not notice when we get close like this anyway. I think our light is still too bright, and we need some bounce around. And the best way to get some bounce around is to give us is to do fog, but we'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to create a new plane. Scale it up like that. Okay, and GZ, take it down. I want it to feel. All right, that's kind of cool. And I think we can edit to make it cooler. I want the water to go into this moat area, but then I'm going to need this to be, raise up to meet the water so we can hide our plane. So let's turn off our geometry node. Edit to Control R. Sure. And 3, or just G. No, 3. G. Control R. G. 1. G. And what we got? Getting there. Still need to bring that up too. I think we may need to have it turned on now just so we can see what we're doing. But it does slow us down a lot. And that looks okay there. Nothing clipping. Well, we're clipping a bit here, aren't we? Be able to see where I'm at. There we go. Cool thing with this is you don't really need it to be, accurate in any particular way as long as it's, yeah, no, it's we're getting somewhere. Hopefully it does not suck. So we can raise our camera up a bit so we can see more of that water. I think that's gonna help us too. Cool. And exit out of edit mode. Yep, object mode, Q, solidify, other direction, down. We bring it up a bit without messing with us too much. I do like water. That's looking all right. Let's apply the solidify. And glad it does not suck. You never know, right? If you start making stuff, you're like, I don't know what it's going to be, or, Okay, so we got water. There we go. And is that just our light? Is that sharp? Yes, it is. That's the thing. Okay. So if I bring my light source down just a bit, and then widen the size on it, like that, and then increase the blend on it a lot. Okay. Yeah. I can kind of dig on that. I think it might be a bit bright. Let's make it cooler too. So let's take it from a 6500 to like an 8500. Oh, that helps a lot. It's more like sky color. And where are we at? 106? Yeah, okay. We're doing all right, but time to start thinking about it. Let us create our cube. Cube. Scale. Bring it up. Above our water. I just want to have it in our water. I know I've said before, but like volumes don't play well against each other sometimes. Perfect. So we want to make sure that this is above the volume that the water contains. And tab. S Shift Z. Probably much bigger than we need to be. GY. Yes, let's just take it to there. Make sure we're still, no, we are just outside of our cave. Okay, there we go. But this one does not need to extend beyond our cave. So we'll take it to there and there and there. And I don't think we really need to go up. I mean, we can't see up above it anyway. We might look up later though. But if we do, I will probably just move the fog. I don't need to be any bigger than that. Okay. Tab, edit mode, Control A, rotation, scale, M, new collection, fog, and shutting. Okay, new fog. Delete, Shift A, search, scatter, volume, 0.003, 0.250. Voila. I mean, it's almost cheesy how easy it is, right? You know, want to make it look cool, throw a fog in there. Okay. Now, it's interesting to me. Can we do something up here on the top with this thing? My water's streaming down, and it's fine. It doesn't look right, but I'm going to assume a long exposure anyway, even though we're not going to do that. So that would be why you get that. Although I don't think we're really seeing too much of it right now anyway. But we're going to get the long stretched exposure because, you know, we're assuming that this is, if we were taking this with an actual camera, it would be like, 2-second exposure kind of vibe. Now, I think we need a few variations of light in here. Like this is overly bright and I'll probably tweak it anyway, but we need something else. So when all else fails, explorers. Explorers make everything better. And this is huge too. So we need something to set our scale. Where's my person? There we go. So there's Bucky. I don't know what his name is. Let's remove him. He's gone. Now, let's see, this thing is so big and it's from a cenote. So we can actually Ooh, yeah, we can bring a hover ship down into this thing. Like the concept being we found it, we've come down this hole, and now we're looking around. So let's grab a hover ship, which means I'm just gonna open a new Blender and pull one we've already made. Um, you don't like the streaming glass water look, Micah? It's like such a staple of photography. I don't care. um, I've done it both ways. I bricked him. Yep. Come on. Come on, Blender. You can do it. You can do it. Yes. I have no idea why sometimes I open a new Blender and it takes forever, and other times it comes up super fast. I've yet to be able to figure this out. Um, it makes no sense to me, but that's okay. Well, it's coming up. Let's look back at our other one, see where we're at. Um, yeah, so we could put like a boat, for lack of a better word, like right here. I think that's going to help us. Still going. And I'm not going to mess with this area out here because we're never going to see. So like the tunnel, the cave doesn't need to actually close. Maybe we want some of those statues too. That could be cool. There we go. Blender's up. Open. What do we call it? I don't even know. Fishing hover ship? Just no, that's the big one. I remember that one. We don't want that. Hover boat. That's a biggish one too. Hover skiff. Yep, there we go. Is this everything? Yes, it is. And we're gonna get rid of his crew for right now. Or he's not, we're not gonna care about his crew. Select, copy objects, paste. There we go. Let's go back to layout. Where are we? Okay, and we want to, the first thing we want to do is turn off of it, the animation we had on there before, because otherwise it's going to be like, where'd everything go? Because that's what always happens. And GX, GY. Yeah, okay. RZ by median point. RZ, GZ, GY. Take it here. So it's parked right off the edge of our thing. And I think I had a light on this guy too, didn't I? Which will help it. Yes, I did have a light on him. Cool. And I was going to grab that statue too. So come up here, file, open, don't save. Up. Oh, I'm reversed. I should look where I'm looking first. Okay, live stream, cave entrance, statues. There we go. Okay. Grab the one that looks better. Copy him. And we will paste him. GY, bring him forward. Let's make him bigger this time. Maybe we'll do both. Oh, that'd be cool. I think now that they're bigger, it could be neat. GZ, GY, GZ. We probably do need to give them a pillar, don't we? Shift S2, Shift A, mesh, cylinder. Did this yesterday too. Keep it at 6. Continuing with our idea. GY, GZ, and GY. Bring them forward a bit. Control A, rotation scale, and let's erode it and apply it. Yep, cool. And then tab A, U, cube projection. And does it have a material? Not anymore, it doesn't. So now when we join it back to this, everything should be good. Yeah, no, he's seen better days. I don't want to join it yet. I did not want to join it yet because I need to separate. Move it over here. And we're going to move our ship too, I think, but I think it'd be better. GX. Yeah. Now let's see if we can line it up with this thing. Ah, I moved it. You gotta be you're annoying me. There we go. Alt D. GX. There we go, you stupid. There's a Frescent. So it's a Frescent 7. Where'd it go? Why is it not visible? I selected it. I selected it. There we go. 7. Fine. GX, just to try to get it reasonably lined up. Okay. And we'll just leave them. We'll do both. I was going to use the uglier one, but I don't think I will. The ugly one's missing its head, but it's kind of hard to read. So we'll leave both of those there. And so now we'll take him and bring him more into our foreground like that. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, control join, and yep, we're good. Let's see what we got. And save. Yeah, there we go. They cool looking. I'll like them. He shouldn't just be the one material, right? No, he is. It's just, oh, I see. It's just glowing. It's just, no. What is wrong with you? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yep. Although actually, if we take him and we move him out to here more by 3, sure. I mean, SX minus 3, GX minus 3. There we go. And they spread out more. That's kind of cooler. And we need to move him just a little bit away from that. There we go. Cool. I think that's cool. Yeah, we're at 119. Doing good. Doing excellent. Let's put a few dudes in here too. We can give, that way we get some lights up into here as well. So if we come here and fog, I'm going to do this with our fog. I need to do this more often with fog. Fog here, visibility, viewport display as bounds. So now when I come out, it doesn't block everything I'm trying to see. Yay. But I still know it's there. All right. Now, let's go grab ourselves some dudes. Industrial dudes, sure. Grab our driver. Put him there. Let it think for a moment. Zoom into him. Alt-R to get him level again. RZ, turn him around. Okay, because the reason we want to turn him around is now here, we can hide a light behind him. Shift A, light, point, and we'll make it, I like light colors. So let's go with 4,000. It's a real, and 200 watts. And G, Shift Z, 0. Let's see what we got. Let's see if that's enough to make it pop or if we need to make it brighter. That helps. Spot, point, GX, bring it over just a little, and boost up to like 500. Now our dude's showing, and we can see some light in there too. 500 might be too big, but we'll see. I like him though. He's cool. And put another dude like here. So we get a sense of how big this whole thing is. There we go. He's wandering around there. That's fine. I like their little helmets. I think they help that. The helmet lights are cool. Put this guy here. Let's see if his helmet light is enough to make him pop out. Yes. Ooh, I like the way he comes out. He's coming out of the shadow too. Cool. And let's see. Let's try this guy here. But we're going to bring him way closer to us. Yeah. And no, he's not standing on anything, but he's gives us a POV character for us to look at. So it doesn't matter if he's standing on anything or not. Now we have a sense of like, oh, this is, if a human is this big and then there's another human there, that's your distance. And it helps with scale. It helps make sure you know that these are big and that's not small. So, good stuff. What else do we want to do? Excuse me. I'm liking it. We could go grab those glowy bits that I made yesterday. They could be neat. Sure, that'll be fast. Open recent. Cave exploration. Don't save. There we go. Grab these suckers. These are the dust particles from Gleb, or what's it, Digital Shrimp, or whatever he calls himself. Gleb. But they're cool. Object set origin here. Object set origin to 3D cursor. Object set geometry to origin. GY. Is that too much? It's kind of a lot. Let's get down to 500. And max size of 0.5. GY, bring it back towards us a bit. Oh, you don't like Gleb's particles? I think they're pretty cool. Of course, I don't use them to move. I just put them in there for space. They're visual elements for me in a still image, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, they just move randomly, but you can adjust the speed and such to make them work a little bit, better. I think he has them cranked up a little bit high in terms of how much they jiggle around. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think our min size a bit bigger. And yeah, it's because he's got a speed turned up real high. If you could slow it down a lot, and it works better. Let's bring our distance down. Yeah, like that, subtle, but it kind of helps tie together what I was doing yesterday too, which is I like to try to do if I can. Yeah, they're bioluminescent bugs. They look weird. I'm all right with that. Is there anything else we want to add? Otherwise, we're just sort of tweaking the particular light elements and that sort of thing. Do we want our ship pointed this way towards us with the light, or do we want it pointing like at one of these things so we could see it better? I think I like it like this. I'm okay with it. Yeah. All right. That actually came together surprisingly well. I'm relatively pleased. I wasn't sure when I started. Let's see. I'm not going to set up any other cameras just yet, but let's look and see. I think we got some neat. Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh yeah, that's cool. And I don't know. The water may need some tweaking, but we'll see as we get close. But we'll see. I don't know what that is. What's that floating thing there? Oh, is it part of the? All right. Well, let's let's fix that real quick. That's just bizarre. Tab. Dot. Do not need that. L. X. Vertices. 1. L. No. Plus 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 plus. X. So vertices. X. Delete vertices. 3. L. Control I. Oh, 1. Control L. Control I. X. Any floaters are gone. Okay, save. Yeah. Yeah, with I saw your thing about the dust. With all things VFX, there you have points where you have to kind of decide, is it worth it? Is it speed versus accuracy? How long is it going to be in the shot, and how important is it to the shot? And those things can vary. There's no right answer, unfortunately. Let's just let's add some more X. There we go. Okay, save it. Let's focus on the statue back here. Sure, it's the 54 meters, and we'll use it a aperture 1.8, so real wide open. Let's see, it's going to make our foreground dude pretty blurry, I hope. Just a little bit. Well, a little bit. Yeah. Got our bugs floating around. Think we're in good shape. All right. Well, Micah and Robert, if you're still here, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to call this one done for right now until I can, get the final images up on socials. And I actually picked up a bit of freelance work. Woohoo! So doing some illustrations for Monty Cook Games for the rest of the morning, which is nice to be able to pay bills. So that's cool. Yeah. And anyone else watching, thanks for doing so. Please like and subscribe. And I'll be back again tomorrow. Okay. Take care, folks. All right. Bye-bye.